right at this point, the Psalms do something else for us. And it is utterly crucial what they do. It's not in the middle of the Bible by accident. Oh, what a precious, precious book. Can you live without it? Can you live without the Psalms? Can you survive without the Psalms? Can you fight for joy without the Psalms? I have no idea how anybody survives without this help that God put in the middle of our Bible. They do something else for us. They keep us from being naive, having a naive optimism about the emotional possibilities of fallen people. And they help us navigate the seas of embattled emotions. When we're born again, the Spirit of God opens the eyes of our hearts to see God, to see Christ, to see His beauty, His glory in the cross, in the gospel, as more valuable, more precious, more satisfying than anything. That's how you become a Christian. You see Him that way. However, it would be, the Psalms make plain, naive and unbiblical to think that our gaze on the glory of Christ remains so clear to the end of our days, and that the responsiveness of our heart to that sight of glory remains so intense to the end of our days that the Christian life is one of unclouded vision of God and unhindered joy of God. That happens for nobody except one person, and He is in heaven. The Psalms, more than any other book in the Bible, illustrate that sobering fact. The psalmist's vision of God is often obscured. The psalmist's joy in God is often conflicted and embattled. For example, I am ready to fall, and my pain is ever before me. Psalm 38. I am lonely and afflicted. The troubles of my heart are enlarged. Psalm 25. There is no soundness in my flesh because of your indignation. There is no health in my bones because of my sin. My iniquities have gone over my head. They are like a heavy burden, too heavy for me. Psalm 38. Why are you cast down, O my soul? Why are you in turmoil within me? Psalm 42. You have rejected us, oh God. You have disgraced us and have not gone out with our armies. You have made us turn back from the foe, and those who hate us have gotten spoil. You have made us like sheep for the slaughter and have scattered us among the nations. All day long my disgrace is before me and shame has covered my face. Psalm 44, quoted in Romans 8:36, by the way. I am weary with my moaning. Every night I flood my bed with tears. I drench my couch with weeping. My eyes waste away because of grief. Psalm 6. This is why we cleave to the Psalms. They are us. Pain, loneliness, affliction, trouble, guilt, burdens, no health, cast down, turmoil, shame, moaning, weeping, nights flooded with tears. Are you in the world? That's us. Unless we're utterly hypocritical. Now, if some soft prosperity preacher responds and says, whoa, 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 that's pre-Christ. That's pre-Pentecost. We live on the other side of Christ, the other side of the fullness of the Holy Spirit. We don't walk in that kind of defeat and misery. I say, then why did Paul say, I have great sorrow and unceasing anguish in my heart? Unceasing anguish in the heart of the man who said, rejoice how often? Always. Go figure. I mean, this is the miracle of the Christian life. Unceasing anguish. My kinsmen are perishing. What do you expect me to feel? Rejoice always. Can you do that? Yes, you can. If you are indwelt by the Holy Spirit, not easy. It's a miracle. Yes, you can. There's no way to survive without that. Why did he write, we are treated as impostors and yet true, as unknown yet well known, as dying and behold we live, as punished and yet not killed, as sorrowful yet always rejoicing. My favorite phrase. Oh, God, thank you that that's in the Bible. Sorrowful yet always rejoicing. That's the goal of my life. I got so many sad things in my life, I can hardly stand it some days. And I'm told to rejoice always, not only always, in everything. These things. Sorrowful, yet always rejoicing. Making many rich, yet poor. Having nothing, but possessing everything. I love Paul.